you need to be more informed about. In recent weeks, we've talked about things that were very pertinent to you. We talked about how physical, mental, and emotional pain management and elimination could be accomplished with more mitochondria. We talked about high blood pressure, heart attacks, kidney failure, strokes, dementia, all those things. And we're on a related topic today. We're going to be talking about how not to suffer from the consequences of diabetes and high blood sugar issues. It is so important.
Make sure you get your drinks and your snacks.
Let me introduce you to us, especially
get your pens and your papers, because you do not want to miss any of this information. And share this with other people. Tell them to get on.
People and their pets. There's a very good reason for that. It has to do with this science that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, has created. He's been my partner since 2015, and I can honestly tell you that he's pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. It's based on a very simple concept. He wants to increase the amount of energy that your cells produce. Why does he want to do that? Because everything takes energy, and our bodies are no exception. Let me tell you a story about yours. You started out early in life with a lot of us call mitochondria. What would that be? That would be the component in your cells that produces the energy that you run your life with, right? Your heart doesn't beat. You don't take a breath. You don't have a thought that's not powered by mitochondria. And if all of them were to suddenly start working, here's what would happen to you. You would die. Have your attention yet? Okay. Here's how he did this. He first studied and found things in nature that could actually help you regrow your mitochondria, right? That's what he did. That's very necessary because as you went through life, you've been losing them for a lot of reasons other than aging. You got a disease or so, they can damage your mitochondria. COVID is a good example. You got that, it exhausted and killed many of your mitochondria, and you probably didn't get them all back. High blood pressure, diabetes that we're going to be talking about today. Any host of diseases can exhaust and kill and accelerate your loss of mitochondria. None of that's making you work any better, okay? Now, diseases, we talked about that. How about the medications? As good as they are to help
those medications,
you in one way, many of them actually kill mitochondria as well. Simple things like lowering chemicals you use like I did, right? Some of them are serial killers of mitochondria. Anyway, because of all those things, by the time you get to be about 60, chances are you will have lost half your mitochondria. What is that good for? Probably nothing. Okay, nothing good. All right? So what's been happening to you as that's been going on, you've been losing function. Your body's been slowly failing. That's why you may not see as well now as you did when you were younger. Perhaps you're nearsighted or farsighted, or maybe you're having problems with your night vision, right? Or maybe your macula is failing, okay? Loss of mitochondria. How about your strength and stamina? Have you figured out yet that you're not a spring chicken anymore? If you haven't, stick around. You will, okay? Loss of mitochondria. What about the way your brain works? You know, you walk around with that supercomputer. It takes a lot of power. 2% of your weight uses 20% of your body's energy. It is very dependent on your mitochondria, that mitochondria you've been losing, okay? What about the way your vital systems are managed? Your blood pressure, your blood sugar that we're going to be talking about today. How about your weight? That gets more difficult, as you know, as you get older, right? And that's because of loss of mitochondria as well. How about your immune system? Think of it this way. If you've lost, right, significant part of the energy it takes your body to run on, how does that help anything in your body run better? It does not. What's the answer? Let's regrow your mitochondria. That's the technology that Dr. Elliott has created. He created a special technology, actually. It's called XDS, stands for Exponential Delivery System. And what that does is reorganize the molecules of all the ingredients that you will see on our product labels. So they don't just get in your bloodstream. They got to get all the way into your mitochondria, because that's where the real magic can happen. That's where you can get back much of what you have lost, and maybe more, okay? You put that in our product line. That line is called UltraMito as an ultra mitochondria. And that's what Dale's going to come back and talk to you about. Dale.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody. The first product I want to tell you about is called Rejuvenate. It's our topical cream. It's for your skin. From head to toe, you put it in your hair, massage it into your scalp. It's for anything that disturbs your skin. That could be a scratch, a scrape, a cut, a bump, a mole, a blemish, anything disturbing your skin. We've got testimonials in the back office talking about the impact it's had on severe varicose veins, on cellulite, on stretch marks, even the lines on your face. And it works like it does on everything it does, because it doesn't just sit on your skin. It soaks through your skin, soaks down to the bone, helps with your ligaments, your tendons, with your muscles and your joints. And I'm talking about your back joints, your knee joints, your hips, your hands and feet. And listen, if you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that could start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything.
Hello,
I just
everyone
mentioned
joining
and more.
us. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Listen to the testimonials in the back office. They're astounding. Next, I want to talk about Restore 3.0. It's our first third-generation product, and Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mention olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb, but Dr. Bevan has taken several elements of each and uses them in a unique way. With olive oil, he's taken several elements and uses them to tune up and detoxify your cells while increasing your mitochondria. Now, that is the unique thing. That's the thing that only we do. That's our name, MoreMito, short for mitochondria. Dr. Bevan discovered that you've been losing it all your life. You're lucky to have 50% in your 50s and 60s, maybe as low as 10% in your 70s and 80s. It's the power source of your body, and your body isn't operating. It changes. Things happen differently from 50 on. Dr. Bevan discovered that we can increase the mitochondria back to the levels when you were a kid. Your body starts to work the way it used to, the way it's supposed to, the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady. It's strong. There's no jitters. It's not like a hit of caffeine or sugar that has a big high followed by a deep crash. Cellular energy is steady. Imagine being able to complete a task without a need to rest. Or how about the disappearance of brain fog? Or something strenuous like a long bike ride that has a short recovery time. Cellular energy is steady, and what it means is you get to live life again on your terms to its fullest without a need to sit on the couch and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients in Restore. Dr. Bevan has blended these ingredients, and the blend is critical. Dr. Bevan will tell you that if you're taking a handful of vitamins, you'd be lucky if a third isn't a complete waste, overpowered and canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. They have to be in the right proportion, and then the most critical thing, of course, is the XDS that lets your body use the ingredients like nothing it's ever used before. This is not a situation, just so you know, of pouring a bunch of ingredients in a pot, stirring it up, and putting them in a bottle. It takes 8 weeks to create 1 bottle of Restore. It is a process. It's like making wine, and the results are astounding and unmatched by anything else you could ever take. I want to talk about Renew next. It's our third product, our newest product, Renew Brain and Body. Some of the ingredients you need to increase your mitochondria can't be delivered in a liquid base. They have to be delivered dry. Dr. Bevan has created these small capsules with these additional ingredients to increase your mitochondria. Brain and Body helps the blood flow in your legs, your extremities, in your brain, helps with the firing of the synapses in your brain, and even your eyesight, certainly the clearing of the brain fog. Renew Brain and Body stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore and completes the triad of these ingredients that will increase your mitochondria back to the age when you were a kid. And so the final product then is a 4th product. It's for our pets, some of the most important members of our family. Listen, the most viewed videos on the web are pet videos. We love them, and they suffer just like we do. You've seen dogs that can hardly walk. They're hobbled, certainly can hardly get up and down the stairs. You may have a cat that's become lethargic, lays around, hacking up fur balls, they suffer from lack of mitochondria just like we do, and they're closer to the things that destroy mitochondria, the chemicals we put on our rugs to clean them, the things we put on the lawn to make it grow. They even suffer from allergies just like we do. If you want to bring a dog quickly back to puppy stage, if you want to bring a cat back to kitten stage, then increase their mitochondria. Help them. Give them Petlife and restore their mitochondria. So 4 products. Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew, Brain and Body, and Petlife. There's nothing like what these products can do when you combine them with your DNA. To hear more about all of this, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
Thank you, Dale. Yeah, we're talking about it today, how not to suffer from the consequences of diabetes and high blood pressure. It's been a topic of conversation between Dr. Dan and I. You know him as a regular on our call. He's out of Oklahoma City, where he's done podcasts and been on the radio there for decades. There's nothing in the field that has escaped his notice. Dr. Dan, unmute it for me, Dale. So this topic we're talking about today is so critically important. You know, almost half the population has some form of high blood sugar or diabetes. Okay, I don't believe in pre-diabetic. You're diabetic or you're not, and that's about half of us. And in the African American community, it's an epidemic. What can I tell you? Except that it leads to all these consequences like cancer, loss of vision, stroke, obesity, heart and kidney failure, dementia, Alzheimer's, and a lot more. It too is a silent killer. You could be suffering from this for years before you know that it's happening. Anyway, Dr. Dan, enlighten us, please.
Yes, Roger. Well, there's technically there's 3 forms of diabetes. The first form is an autoimmune disease where a lot of times happens with children, where the immune system attacks the pancreas. Now, first of all, what is diabetes? Diabetes is simple when the blood sugar is way too high and the cells cannot process it. And then it starts building up in the blood. It causes thickening of the arteries and all that. But insulin pours out. Trying to deal with it, when you first start overeating sugar and stuff, your insulin works with the cells very well and handles it. And then as you get older, the pancreas gets exhausted. When you start overeating, it can't handle it. And then the sugar really goes out of whack. The insulin's still trying to get out. Both elevated insulin and elevated sugar are both highly inflammatory, destroying your blood vessels, which causes the eyesight to be lost with diabetics, the liver, the heart, the intestines, the brain. In fact, the 3rd form of diabetes is Alzheimer's, and that's the new term for it.
Did y'all know
that? We used to talk about diabetes being onset adult diabetes, diabetes 2. Diabetes 1 is the autoimmune side of it. Diabetes 2 used to be called onset adult diabetes because it didn't show up to 40, 45, or maybe 50. But now you're seeing it in children that are 6 years old because they're drinking these sodas, processed food, French fries, all this kind of stuff that is making it show up at a very, very young age, which it shouldn't. The term we used to use, I don't hear it as much, but it's the correct term, is diet-induced diabetes. Diet-induced diabetes. Our way of eating and our lack of exercise and other factors like too much antibiotics and stuff that also affects it, but mainly our way of eating, too much starch, sugar, and hydrogenated oils, the seed oils that have been hydrogenated, are all contribute dramatically to these. And so we have to cut these way, way back. And then on top of that, we have to add exercise. The exercise helps burn up the excess blood sugar. And so walking is an excellent way of doing it. Bicycling also do it. Swimming, all these things can get rid of this. But going for starting off, all you can do is a 20-minute walk. Do a 20-minute walk. and then build up where you're doing 40 to an hour 4 times a week, sometimes every day is ideal. It's good to have something you can do indoors, just in case the weather's bad and you don't want to break the habit of exercise. Now, it also what the destruction of the blood vessels is so important. But I want to mention that I'm starting to hear, and we used it when I was working on a naturopath degree on top of my PhD. We were in class that diabetes is a mitochondria dysfunction. When there's not enough mitochondria, it's like, think of the mitochondria like the furnace that burns the wood and creates heat, and in this case creates energy. Well, sugar and fat, good fats, are the source for that furnace. Ideal is the switch to good fats, but even the sugar needs to have that furnace to be burned, or it stays in the blood and gets burns. If you don't have enough mitochondria, the body's very smart and doesn't let the sugar come in and be burned. Then it starts creating damage within your heart.
That's why you have to build it up.
Increasing the mitochondria is one of the very, very important things you can do. There's other things we can add to this, minerals and how much sleep you get, keeping stress down. All these things contribute to keeping your blood sugar balanced. But having a healthy amount of mitochondria takes
Somebody
us very,
asked, what's
very
this?
far
We're
down
teaching
the
you how to
road
build your mitochondria up so your body can fix itself from anything.
Combined with MoreMito's product, you're going to create even more
information you want to know.
And that is going to make a world of difference if you're a diabetic. Okay, Roger?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dan.
I'm sure we all know someone that's diabetic, but did y'all know that there were three types
you got two
of
problems when it comes to
diabetes. I didn't know that.
Sugar.
This is why you should get on the calls Mondays and Saturdays to learn.
The other is, how are you going to repair that damage it did before you took it down? Okay? This is debilitating stuff. Deborah Westbrook, Shannon, Mississippi, one of the first people that reported this. This stuff can affect your life, can affect your job. Let's appreciate that conversation that I had with her. Deborah Westbrook. That was in Shannon, Mississippi. That's right near Tupelo. People who have blood sugar issues and some things that you've experienced, so kind of, if you would, share a little bit of your story for folks.
Yes, I was very bad diabetic before I started on the product. And my numbers was constantly going up. I was sick all the time. I would go to work, have to leave work, sometimes late going in, some days not going in, period. Because it was couldn't even stand up good. It was so bad at one time. And I was introduced to the products, and I started taking them. And shortly after I started taking them, I saw my numbers start coming down. I started feeling better. I just started to get better because at work I was staying up 10 hours a day, and it's like my ankles would be hurting and it would bother me and staying swollen a lot. And after I started on the product, I saw a difference in my ankles, a difference in my legs and around, and my numbers just started coming down. So for me, the product has been nothing but great.
I'm happy to hear that because it takes a lot of stress off your immune system.
Yes, I can see better and I sleep better, just a lot calmer.
Outstanding. Okay, thank you for that, Deborah.
You're welcome.
Well, let's be clear on this process. When that excess blood sugar hangs around in your bloodstream, it is doing massive damage to your cardiovascular system. Every one of your organs is connected to your cardiovascular system, and it is lit up. So what we're doing with our technology, regrowing mitochondria, is giving your body more energy to burn that excess blood sugar, turn it into energy, and then your body can use that to repair you much faster and much better. We don't make an attempt to diagnose, treat, or cure diseases. We feel like we got a higher concept. Once again, we want to regrow your mitochondria, and we want to rely on the inherent intelligence that God put in all of us to let your body fix you.
What I would recommend, somebody asked what I would recommend. I would recommend getting on these natural products, the MoreMito products, to build your mitochondria up, and then your body can fix itself from anything. That's what I recommend.
It's the primary driver of heart disease, cancer. Again,
lose all your
Because
mitochondria, you'll die.
system connects all your
That's how
organs.
serious it is. So that's
It's
why I
damaging
recommend
all
it.
your organs. It's a matter of which one's going to happen first. Now, in the case of Sherry Lewis, it was a joint issue. And we're just trying to help you make this connection now. That ache, that pain, you wouldn't have as much if you didn't have that extra blood sugar. Terry Lewis. All right, Terry Lewis.
Hi, yeah, so I had problems with my knees from playing sports for decades, right? Most of my adult life. So I had inflammation and bone on bone happening and all this type of stuff on my right knee. So it kind of stopped me from playing tennis and things I really enjoy doing, because anytime I would do sports, my knee would swell up every single time. And I'm over 55. So anyhow, so I said, okay, I'm kind of a skeptic, but I said, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And long story short, I'll say within a week from using the cream, so I would put the cream on, and then I would get a couple drops of the Restore, right? And I'm going to say within a week, the inflammation had gone down, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I don't know. I was thinking, first thing you say is maybe it's a mind thing. I don't know. So, but long story short, it's been over 6 months that I've been using it, maybe even 8 months. And I'm not sure how to diagnose this, but it just feels like before I felt like I had bone-on-bone issues, because I couldn't even like when you're doing yoga and you're on your hands and knees.
Yeah.
Right? I could not do that because of the pain on my right knee, right? So I could not put any pressure on my knee. Now I can do that. I can put pressure on my knee. I play pickleball, right? When I'm finished, my knee is not swelling up. So, that's all I'm just telling you what's happening with me. I don't know what's going on.
She's building her mitochondria up. That's what's going on. And her body's fixing itself.
Not only am I a believer, and I would actually like to get busy with talking to groups of people about this.
We're excited to have you promoting us.
Yeah.
We look forward to
I am too.
You have big things happen. Okay.
So she's talking about how her knees was bothering her. This happens a lot. My son experienced it when he was in junior high. He began to play sports when he was 4 years old, and he had overusage of the knee. There is a medical term for that. I don't remember what it was called, but
you need a
it's very serious.
Something's going to touch everything in your body. That is what mitochondria do. Right? They are everywhere important to you, especially in your major organs. You can lose limbs, okay? You can lose, in addition to mobility issues, you can lose your sight.
Somebody else is asking what this is about. This is about building your mitochondria up so your body can fix itself. This could be life or death for you, okay? That's how serious it is, your mitochondria.
Let's hear a story. Saw him in person. His wife, Joanne.
Yes, Brother Roger, God bless you. I just want to say that I'm so feeling so much better. You know what I was dealing with this heavy neuropathy, not being able to hardly walk, the pain, the nerve pain in my hand 24/7. It got to the point the fingers were numb. I couldn't even button my shirt. My wife had to button my shirt for me. It just bad. And sugar level was out of control. Blood pressure was out of control. But I just want to say right now, that thank God for the last 4 times that I've been checked. I'm not talking about at home, but medically, but my doctor, nurse, and what have you. They're all saying, Mr. Jones, your sugar has been definitely under control. Your blood pressure is very good. I told Glenn 5 weeks ago, I had shooting pains like electricity coming all up and down my neck.
This is what he's using.
All of that has stopped. There's zero.
Renew Brain and Body Bundle.
Stopped. The nerve pain, that tingling 24/7 is gone. Thank God. So I took your advice. I stopped all the stuff that I was doing, you know, the sweets, cakes, the sugar, and all of that stuff. I stopped. I did. And the oatmeal. Every morning, oatmeal for breakfast. And I can say that right now, like today, I did 6 Restore under the sun. I did 6 a day. I quadruple with my cream. I do that 4 times a day, all over. You know,
Rejuvenate Gel.
Neck, my feet, my eyes, my head. I thank God that I took your advice and have a powerful, powerful testimony in those areas. Thank you so much.
Now, he had great success, guys.
Really
great success.
It. If you don't know about
get yours and see what kind of
story,
success you have when you build your mitochondria
in one eye, he was born that way. In the other eye, a botched operation caused him to go blind. I guess maybe you could perceive light but not images. And then all that technology started getting sight back. But like a lot of us, we emphasize this.
A botched surgery caused someone to go blind. Got on the MoreMito,
grow your mitochondria.
got that sight back.
Okay, so you
built that mitochondria
up. I know there's others of you out there like this, that you're coming to us like we should be able to fix all your problems. Well, kind of hard to get up the hill when you got one foot on the gas and the other one on the brake. Okay? So if you just act in concert with your body, let your mitochondria do what it does, but you consciously do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Boy, can you get a much better outcome.
Yes.
Okay. I stopped at home in North Carolina on my way to South Carolina to spend some time with Bevan down here in
Bevan is
Atlanta
our scientist.
now. And I was struck by the fact that some of my younger relatives, since I saw them last, had just blown up. I mean, they were outrageously big compared to how they were. But I mean, athletic and all that early on, and now they're in their like 30s and 40s, and they just look. Here's what's happening to you. Let me explain this.
Athletes,
because
listen.
of how convenient food is, we eat all the time. All the time. Blood sugars in your bloodstream about 16 hours. Here's what needs to happen. You need 12 hours to get that blood sugar down to a baseline, and that's if you didn't really overeat, okay? So, if you stop eating at 8 o'clock, it need to be 8 o'clock in the morning before it's down to the baseline. Well, that's why you shouldn't eat late, because now you're delaying that time, and the blood sugar will be at a baseline, so it can start. Your body can start repairing you. Okay, it can't fix you and deal with that sugar at the same time. So you can go years and years and years on average, never letting your body do any maintenance. So you accumulate issues, you accumulate damage, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, and it is damaging everything. I'm going to illustrate this now with Steve Lowe. Listen to how high his A1C is. That's where they do the blood test, looks to red blood cells. It's an average measure like 2.5 years. It should be 5.6 or less. He's at double digits. That'll cause you to lose a limb. You measure it by fasting glucose where your finger stick should be less than 100 when you get up in the morning. His was 350. What did that lead to? Heart failure, kidney failure, weight gain, mental acuity loss, couldn't see as well. And I'm going to take you all the way to your senses, because all of them are getting damaged. Okay? So let's appreciate our conversation with Steve, and then we'll unpack it. I'm talking to Steve Love.
Hope y'all taking notes.
Tell me
I'm
what
taking
your
them on my
health
computer.
concerns were before you met us.
Congested heart failure, diabetes, and kidney failure. I was dying.
And you said that you were dying? Is that what you said?
That's what they told me. They said I have less than 5 years to live.
Okay. Tell me what changed, Steve, since you began using Mito.
Everything. So my numbers on my AC1s went from 10.1 down to 6.5.
This is Mito.
Right away, after 120 days of it. My kidneys started not making so much the creatine, and I'm told I had congested heart failure, And when I went back into that, they said I'm back to normal now.
Back to normal now from getting on the products.
Your A1C was. What was it before? What was it after?
It was 10.1.
Mm-hmm.
And I was real sick, and then I went down to 6.5 in 120 days.
120 days. Awesome. Now, what was the next thing that changed?
Well, my kidneys started working better. I could tell they were doing better.
Do you know what your kidneys numbers were before?
Kidneys are working
they were
better.
Like 25. I'm like,
wow.
I think way too high.
So your kidney function was down to 25.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was it after?
It's up in the 40s, they said. Now it's going up.
From 25 to 40, guys. Just from getting on the products, guys.
So, all right, now, what was the next thing that changed, Steve?
When the cardiologist called me, he wanted to know what I was doing. Because my fraction rate went from 25 to 50.
Over what period of time did that happen?
I remember Kevin's team, he told me I had to stay on it for at least 120 days, let that blood interact and get right. And boy, he was right. About that time, you know, it worked.
All right, King Kevin. Let's go back to the diabetes now. What type of diabetes did you have?
Well, I started out with type 2, and then they switched me to type 1. And then I had to start taking shots 3 times a day I didn't like. And they were quite wicked, what it did to my body. My body did not like it. And now I don't, now actually I've quit doing Lantus while I'm fasting, because if I do it, I wake up with sugar lows at 3, 4 in the morning. And then last week the EMTs had to come because I was so low. They thought I was going into a coma, and I was really sick from it. So I just found out that, getting that mitochondria up and running, the body straightens itself out, homeostasis-wise, and gets everything working right. The kidneys, the heart, probably the liver, the thyroids.
Y'all hearing his results from getting his mitochondria stronger?
In the morning.
By using the products.
Yep. I've got a Dextron 7, so it tells me all day long what it does. It's one of them electronic devices.
Yeah.
I can look at it 100 times a day without poking my finger, and it'll tell me.
Okay, what does it tend to be in the morning?
Lately, since I've been on the MoreMito, about 115.
Okay, and it was what before?
350.
From 350 down to 115. Are y'all listening?
That's a life-saving difference, Steve.
Okay.
Oh, I know it is. And, boy, you can feel it.
Remember, the doctor had only given him 5 years to live.
It's just not a good
feeling. He chose to build his mitochondria up.
Okay.
And you should do the same. Every human and every pet has mitochondria.
So
everybody needs this.
You let that progress too far. And you heard him say he was dying. Okay, there's a clinical definition for this.
Mm-hmm.
If your heart, every time it beats, is pumping out less than 50% of the blood in it, it should be between 50 and 70. Okay? You are in heart failure. If it is between 20 and 30, gives us 25. They give you 5 years to live. So that is what he was talking about. Okay? Kidney failure is similar, down to 25. Right? It should be 100. It was 100% when you were younger. All right? And then you started having protein in urine. Okay? That's stage 1 kidney failure. And they say, well, you got to watch that. You better be watching your mitochondria, because that's the only thing that's going to save you from this, in my opinion. Okay? You can try medication. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, your body has the ability to fix it, especially if you help it out with some reasonable eating. Okay? Let's go to part 2, because I want you to appreciate all the damage that's being done that no one talks about. That's not talking mitochondria. What else have you noticed change?
My eyesight a little bit, my smell.
Okay.
And the way I think and dream. I mean,
thinking and his dreams, guys,
them out are so much better. It's like I've got a clean echo to write on now. And my memory has just gotten really good again. I always had a good memory.
Okay. Give me some examples.
When I put my glasses on with the bifocals, they're blurry now.
Put his
So your eyes
glasses
have
on.
changed, even though you haven't had an eye test yet, you know your eyes have changed so much that your glasses no longer fit your eyes. They actually make you see what.
You can tell, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what.
At least I was able to tell.
Was it your sense of smell that you mentioned?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. The smells. I mean, I've smelled smells that I haven't smelled since I was a young kid. I mean, I go places and I go, oh my God, what is that? I can tell.
Some of you, your smell has changed and you didn't even know it. You build that mitochondria up and see what you can tell that has changed.
Your mental acuity and everything like that. Tell me what might have been before versus how you're performing now.
Well, I used to be one of them guys that had a photographic memory. I could read a book and remember everything. And when the sugar started going up, that went away. I just couldn't remember hardly. I mean, it was foggy, like you said. And when the mitochondria kicked in, it got clear again. And it was, the smells were there and the hearing. Like you said, I rub it behind my ears. I tap. I'm a tapper. You know, and put it in my ears and put it on my eyelids. And
so take
everything's just, it's like I'm coming back alive.
Okay.
Yes.
How long did it take you to notice a difference in your mental ability?
Probably about the first 2 weeks. I noticed it right away. It was different.
And now let's focus on your hearing for a second.
And rub it around your ears.
What is it was different about your hearing? What are you
all
hearing
around your
now
ears.
you couldn't hear before?
My cats, I have 3 cats. And I couldn't hear them jump off the couch and come into the bedroom, this and that. Now I can hear them hit the floor. I can hear them if they're out there doing something, if they're eating. I can hear things I couldn't hear before.
He can hear a lot better, guys.
How long was it you couldn't hear like you hear now?
Oh, probably last 20 years I couldn't hear that way because I worked in the oil field. And the loud noises bothered my ears. And, of course, I was a kid and I listened to music loud. That was dumb. Now it's all coming back.
Listen to loud music.
I can hear butterflies beating their wings going through the air. It sounds so good. You know,
Put it in my ear.
It works, it seems.
How much did you weigh right before you started on Mito versus now?
Probably about 220, my girlfriend says.
And what are you now?
191.
So you lost.
So he lost weight
pounds.
Too.
Yeah. Well, I don't eat no more.
In 3 months.
Yeah.
In 3 months.
People
3
put
months,
food
y'all.
in front of me, and I go, I'm sorry, I can't eat that.
How are you feeling about this?
Well, first of all, it's a big mental game in your head. I got another fan, Kingsley. He said, see, I don't
Then
eat
you want
no
to tap
more.
that bone behind your ears 30 times once you do what you just saw me do.
And I go, damn, that's the way it is with I am. I mean, I'm a cheap date. You know, I don't need to eat much. You know.
Steve, thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
Well, Dale, you are going to come up for a Nobel Peace Prize for this. I guarantee you that.
That's how simple it is, guys.
You got Peace Prize better.
I just demonstrated what he said he did.
Everything that Steve was talking about is happening to you if you have elevated blood sugar. It is literally damaging everything. You're losing your sense of taste. You're losing your hearing. Just so slowly you're not noticing it yet. Okay? The first thing is get regular checkups. And if it comes back that you are pre-diabetic, even, treat it like the crisis it is. Okay? You're just slowly losing your life. Please don't wait, until they give you 5 years left to live. Please don't do that. There's an answer. The way you eat, the way you exercise or not, it matters. And certainly regrowing your mitochondria, we're blessed to have the technology to do it, is a way to get this thing corrected in a natural way. Should that be of interest to you? And I hope it is. Okay. All right.
He had a lot of things that got better, guys.
That has to do with people also
because he had a lot of things that was going wrong in his body.
We have our partner,
Mitochondria serious.
from Ireland with us today.
So, guys, the information should be in the description to create your free customer website. So, you want to create your free customer website and get your Renew Brain and Body bundle. But you can text me for me to send you a link as well. That number,
on a Petlife bottle.
That number is 817-320-2571. You text me and just put MM link. I know that stands for MoreMito link. You want the link to create your free customer website. Again, you can text MM link to 817-320-2571, and I will send you the link, which takes you straight to the page to create your free customer website so that you can order your products, and then I'll share with you how you order your products. And we'll talk about that on here as well. Dale's going to share that.
I mean it sincerely.
This is Mick in Ireland.
About something that I was going through with my cocoa. Now, you've probably heard my story before, right? And if you're new, you're going to hear it, right? So my dog Coco, she's 12 years old. She's a big dog, pointer, about 30 kilos. You know, and she could barely get up the stairs. You know, she's dragging herself up with her front legs, you know, and her back legs are just acting like stabilized. You know, I wonder how she felt. And, you know, we were looking. You know, we tried, you know, vet options in the past, and we didn't want to go down that route. But we were open-minded. We were looking for something. And, you know, we came across this company, and we reached out. Dale sent us this little care package. It was amazing. You know, we were skeptical, don't get me wrong, you know, like, but we were looking. And I gave it to Coco at 10 o'clock one Sunday morning. And at 5 o'clock that night, she ran up the stairs and came. And I didn't believe it. You know, you're looking and you're like, nah, that can't be right? You know, so, and then she's in the garden. And normally when you call her, she just kind of saw I called her. And she's running. She's absolutely galloping up. And I'm turning to Kim and saying, she's running. You couldn't believe it. And it was incredible. And that just made all of the difference. You know, it helped me better about something that I was feeling bad about. It made Coco feel better, you know, incredibly better. And, you know, look, sadly, she passed away at the age, in her 7th year, right? You know, like, to be honest, she'd already, you know, expected lifespan, right? But it was incredible. But I truly believe that this product, like, you know, gave Coco more years to her life, but it also gave her more life in. Now, if you're sitting there and you're wondering, you know, could it work for me? Could it work for my pets? You know, what does Roger say? All you can do is mix it with your DNA and see what happens. That's all you can do. And, you know, look, I love these products. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't talk about them. I'll share them, you know, with the people, you know, and I love hearing the story, you know, you know, we've got a little dog with us at the moment, a little dog called Charles. He's about 13 years old. He's a tiny little Bichon. And he could, when we're looking after him for a customer, Roger, when he came, right, he was just kind of like nearly blind, you know, just pottering around. You know, he goes outside to the bathroom and, you know, doesn't cock his leg anymore to have a wee. He's just that old. He's just a grumpy old man now, right? And I've got the Petlife. So I'm going to give him some. And after about 3 days, I'm only giving a small amount. And after about 2 days, he's hopping around, he goes outside, he starts cocking his leg again to have a wee, and I think, yes, I love it. And that's what it means to me. You know, that's the difference that it makes. A customer the other day, right? And they're actually going through a situation where they've been hooked on, you know, a prescription medication that they were given 14 years ago, and they're coming off it. I was thinking, I'm fairly certain that there's in the back catalogue of calls, there's a lady who had a similar thing. You know, she was, I think it was PTSD. You know, she was on medication. You know, and her mood and everything else. And she said that using this product helped stop, you know, the cravings. Or, you know, can you recall that person, Roger?
Sorry, keep cutting out.
Up a little bit, but yes, this formulation really helps people with cravings.
So,
yeah,
craving real bad, right? Build that mitochondria up by getting on the MoreMito products. Get your Renewed Brain and Body Bundle, which consists of all 3 of these.
Perfect. Amazing.
So you can help control those.
You know, that back catalogue, those recordings, they're essential. Yes. And listen, if you're here for the first time and you're uncertain what to do, you know, back to that person who invited you to this call and ask them what your next steps are, if any. You know, but look, I know how it worked for me. I know how it works for my pets. I know how it works for my customers' pets. You know, all you can do is...
He's cutting out real bad. He's got a bad reception, but he's calling in from Ireland, guys. So, but yeah, if you have pets, you want to get them on the products. The pets can have the Petlife and then just straight Rejuvenate Gel.
Let's recap.
Okay.
What we're doing here.
And I'll share with you why I said straight Rejuvenate Gel.
You have a different approach to health and wellness here at MoreMito.
This is straight rejuvenate
First of all,
gel.
it starts with no hype.
Notice what
This
I'm
is where we
using
keep hype
is
on
mixed.
0 and health on 100, okay?
It has the
And it's
restore
based
oil
on a
mixed in
really
this.
scientific concept. We want to regrow
Pets
your
can't have it if
mitochondria.
it's
We're
mixed like
blessed
that.
to have a
It has to be
scientist who
straight.
has developed this. We
Unless you
praise
mix
God.
the
We got a
Pet
good
Life
answer
with
from
it.
God. And now we have this technology can actually regrow your mitochondria. Might be a new word to you. That's a component in your cells that produces the energy your body runs on. Nothing happens in your body that it doesn't take energy.
Right.
That energy comes from your mitochondria, and you've been losing it all your adult life, okay? By the time you're 60, you probably got half of it left. As a result of that, nothing in your body works as well as it once did. That's why you don't have the energy. That's why
you're
you
losing
may
your
not see as
mitochondria.
well or have the energy or, you know, be able to recall things as quickly. Maybe you have a senior moment. Have you ever went in a room and forgot what you went in there for? Okay,
Sure,
you
we
had
all
a
have
senior
done
moment,
that.
that's lost mitochondria. Okay? So what we've learned, we've been doing this now over 10 years, is that when we regrow your mitochondria, your body can fix you in astonishing ways. We've been sharing some of those stories of people who've gone through this with you today. To make this happen, Dr. Elliott, our scientist, my partner since 2015, researched things found in nature that could actually restore your mitochondria.
Yes.
They don't work very well, so he had to create this new technology that would make them make a lot better. And they work so much better that,
This
for
is the
lack of a better
technology.
term, we just constantly hear people have miraculous results.
Yes, we do.
Blind people see, deaf people hearing, crippled people walking, you know, where they struggled before with everything else they tried. So all this technology is in our product line. It's called HDS, and there's 3 of these products. The first one's called Restore, and Restore's purpose is to repair your cells and regenerate your organs, you know, the ones that can be damaged by blood sugar, blood pressure, and all that kind of thing. There are 44 ingredients in that product. It's oil-based. 2 superfoods are at its base, olive oil and black seed oil. And I'm not talking about what you get at the grocery store or on Amazon or wherever. We source these oils internationally, and along with the other 44 ingredients, we process them in our lab in Greenville, South Carolina, for 2 months before we send them out. Okay?
2 months to make this.
About it. And once that's happened, those ingredients have all been transformed. You can look on the label and see things you recognize, but it works nothing like you recognize because of that process that's been applied to them over those 2 months. Now, some of those ingredients regrow mitochondria. Others are there for every organ system you have: your eyes, your gut, your lungs, your heart, so on.
Heart, lungs.
And there's
Yes.
another one called Renew Brain and Body. That lets us introduce water-soluble ingredients, you know. We have to use a variety of sources to affect this mitochondrial restoration we're trying to do, because you can't get them all in one place. Some are oil-soluble. We put them in the store. Others are water-soluble. We put them in the capsules, Renew Brain and Body. Then we have a need to deliver it differently. So we have a topical gel or cream called Rejuvenate. Okay, highly recommended for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, or your skin, any place on your body. You have a bump, a scratch, or mold. You just want to get some unexpected compliments. You want to increase your face value. Put it on your skin. You just lighted it. It doesn't stop with the layers of your skin. It penetrates to the bone. So if you have issues of mobility or aching or hurting in your joints, this is going to be your go-to product without question, along with the others. All right?
Along with these.
So that's the way it works. We put them together in bundles.
All 3. It's not which one do I use. They're all formulated to work together. All 3.
And we save you money on that because we really want to regrow your mitochondria so you can be the next miracle that happens as a result. Okay? Now, we've talked about your part. Your part is to eat better and exercise more. Our part is to help you restore your mitochondria. You put that all together, you have the best solution there is, in our opinion.
Yes.
All right? Okay, with that, Dale Bonnett with the commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com. .com, then a /, type in your username.
Alford,
and hit enter. You're going to be at
SALFORD.
your website now. You know it's your site.
So it's MoreMito.com/SALFORD. You're going to click join, click referring customer, complete that information, and click register, and your free customer website is up.
And what you've heard, they go to that website, they can learn about the company, they can read about the products. That's the critical thing. Each product has a PDF that explains more about it, explains about the XDS, what to expect, how to use it, even the ingredient list. You want to see all 44 ingredients? You can see them right there on that PDF. It may be the first time people have ever had frankincense. They'll be getting it if they use Restore. And then below the list of ingredients is a small list of testimonials that share things people have experienced, whether with Restore. There's a picture of a gentleman who's baldness away. There's stories, critical stories. Archbishop Vince McCall talking about his eyesight.
One of my stories is there when I
things that
was
will
taking
help
it for
them
my
understand
allergies.
the power of what you told them. But most important, on that website, they can purchase. You can't buy these from the company. They have to buy them from you. They do that on your website. But really, the single most important button on that whole website is the Join Me button, because they can join us. Listen, everybody, we've created a one-of-a-kind product line. You know that now from what you've heard on this call. There's nothing like MoreMito. Well, we created a one-of-a-kind company.
There's nothing like this.
To support
Y'all can try other products,
There's no
but it will not compare because it does not build your mitochondria up.
To tell people about our great products, we think that's criminal. We don't do that. It's free to join. There's no monthly fees. It's free to be here. You don't have to purchase anything. We don't force you to be on auto ship. We don't force you to make a purchase, even to share in the compensation system. And you're going to like our compensation plan because it's unique in the industry. We don't pay money once a month or once a week or once a day. Once you're a verified member with us, we've confirmed your phone and your email, know you're legit. You'll see that every time somebody purchases, your compensation is in your back office to use just that fast. If you join us as a referring customer, then you get MitoCash, internal money. Use it to buy your products, pay for your shipping.
Get your products
even
for free
send
that
it
way.
to other people. And it's an incredible benefit to people outside the U.S. because they're buying product in American currency, American cash. They don't get the painful hit that comes from their country's money versus our money and the conversion rates. But you know what? You can upgrade as well to a paid rep. There's no charge for that either. You're probably seeing a commonality here, a consistency. We don't charge you to be in business with us. When you become a paid rep, you get cash. Send it to your bank, send it to PayPal, send it to Venmo. You can do withdrawals. You decide when you do it, you decide where you send it. In a single day, you could send money to your bank account. You could then send money to Venmo. You could send money to PayPal. All three in a day. You're in charge. We've created a company that we're giving all the tools you need to share this message. If you were going to become a carpenter, you'd have to buy a hammer, nails, a saw. You're going to become a programmer. You need a computer. You need to pay for classes. We pay for everything here. We've provided you incredible tools to share the message, and that's what it's all about. We've created a one-of-a-kind product, a one-of-a-kind company. We've done everything we can do except the one thing we can't do, and that's tell the people you see and you know and you're surrounded with. You are the keeper now of an incredible secret, if you will, about having a body perform the way it used to, making everything better. So you've got to share the message. Don't keep the secret. Share
This
it
is
with
a secret
people.
you
Let
should
them know
not
it
keep.
exists. We're here to help you.
Everybody has mitochondria. Every pet has
The phone
mitochondria.
number's at the bottom of your website, 509-593-3300. I know I said that fast. No, I won't say it again.
Customer service, 509-593-3300. 509-593-3300. It's important that you get that. So, because he didn't say it, I'm sharing it with you again. Because it's important you have it.
We're going to call you back. Nobody does that, but we do. because we're here to support you. So, one-of-a-kind product line, one-of-a-kind company, and in my opinion, a one-of-a-kind group of people. That's all of you. We're in this together. Let's get the message out, change some lives and some pocketbooks. Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you.
You did great, Dale. There are two obvious, or not obvious, there's two opportunities here, right? The first one's straightforward. Give this technology a try. Why not put it together with your DNA and see what your body comes up with, right? Which one of your health concerns would you like your mitochondria to address first? If you don't have any health concerns, how'd you just like to be smarter, better than you were before for as long as possible? That's what the possibilities are for you, okay? In addition to that,
get your technology
more
now.
people need to hear what you've been hearing today. So we've created this risk-free opportunity, as Dale was telling you. It costs you nothing to get involved with us or stay involved with us. We believe in success through relationships. We share this mitochondria story because we care and because nobody else is doing it. Dale told you there is no other stuff, okay?
Sure
this
not.
is it, fortunately. All right? So if any of this appeals to you, maybe you care enough to share enough to get your own product paid for. That'd be great. Maybe you got some more things you want to do.
Share with enough people, right? 5 or 6 people. Purchasing a bundle, you can easily get your bundle for free.
And it's about us compensating you about it in ways that, you talk to people who earn it like they've never seen before. Okay? So once again, if any of that appeals to you, by all means, affiliate with us. Help us.
Why not do it that way, guys? You tell other things. My sister called me today telling me about something that she just went and bought in the store. That store didn't pay her. But MoreMito will if you share the information.
We got it.
And everybody else, star 5 on your phones if you've got a question or comment, because we're going to be in that Q&A session, okay? And by the way, if you cannot stay for a Q&A, some people say that's the best part of the call, but if you can't stay for it, we'll have that up in the back offices.
To me, all of them are the best part, but Q&A is definitely one of the best because you learn a lot by listening and hearing from other people their ailments that they had, their conditions they had, and how it changed once they got on the technology, once they got their Renew Brain and Body bundle.
So Sandra Morrow and Dr. Joy Scott said, us, we'll do that. Wednesday, they did that. I'm looking at the pictures from it right now. It was a 4 o'clock start on that. When I got there, it was like I had to go in there sideways, right? They had a small local church. They packed it out, okay? So shout out to all of you who came. Some of them couldn't even get in. It was just there. It was amazing. I can't wait till you see these pictures that
we're going to do that here in Texas, guys.
And by popular demand, as they say, we're going to do another event here this afternoon. I think it starts like about 3 o'clock, 2:30. I'll be there as soon as I can get there from the hotel I'm at right now. That will be it. And that's in your back office, right, Dale?
That's right. If you go into your back office, yes, it is. Go your homepage. Look at go down underneath. Congratulations. It says announcements. There is a beautiful flyer there telling you about the time and the place.
Yeah, you got to click that link to see it. It's going to be at Piccadilly's at North Lake, 2000 Crescent Center Boulevard, Tucker, Georgia. That's where I'm going to be. I hope you can join us there. I know we got some people that heard about it. They're driving in from out of town and all that.
Okay, so Stephanie Alford is inviting you. If you're in that area, you're going to go at 2:30 p.m. It's at the Piccadilly's at North Lake. That's 2000 Crescent Center Boulevard, Tucker, Georgia, 30084. So if you're in that area, Stephanie Alford is inviting you to go to that event. And then you'll get back with me because I'm the one inviting you. And so that you can create your free customer website. Well, better yet, create your free customer website before you go. You'll go to moremito.com/S Alfred. I can text you that link. It's no problem. You can just text me link to 817-320-2571 and I will send it to you and I will send you that information where you need to go as well. Let's get it, guys.
Did an amazing job. She met her daughter there. Well, was that really neat? Got to come back to Macon. So many historical things there. And then on Sunday, we'll get up and go straight to Clifton, Georgia. There, you got that announcement.
So if
also
you're
put
in
that
the
announcement up
Clifton,
as
Georgia
well.
area,
So click on that
then
link so you can see it. We're going to go to Clifton,
you
Georgia.
want that information, text
with
me,
the congregation,
and I'll send you that information as well. 817-320-2571.
There's several churches there that he is apostle over, and we expect to be there as well. So here's what I believe. I believe that every, small community like the one I grew up in North Carolina, every small town, every big city needs to hear this mitochondria story, and we're just getting it out there. And we so appreciate you if you're helping us do it. Okay? All right. So with that.
So guys, on the 16th, he's going to be in South Carolina, Orangeburg, South Carolina. If you want that information, text me at 817-320-2571. June 16th, he's going to be in Orangeburg, South Carolina. And I will give you that information. Again, Stephanie Alford is personally inviting you to go out. I will give you that information and also send you a link. So you'll have your free customer website already ready. And you can just go and get educated more, guys. Your mitochondria is very important. It can be the difference between life and death. Okay?
I'm going to talk quickly.
This is Dr. Joy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
I hear you fine.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Dr. Joy.
Here I am.
Dr. Joy.
Okay, so yes, I'm right here. You were a little slow, Dale, so I thought maybe I was muted. So here we go. We want to talk, we've been talking about magic oatmeal. We've been talking about hibiscus tea a little bit. But we had hibiscus tea this weekend, like one of those 3.0 hibiscus tea, like the Restore is. And so it was funny because people came to the event who the doctor wanted to send them straight to the hospital. They said, no, I'm not going to the hospital for my blood pressure this afternoon. I'm going to go to the MoreMito event. And she said she sat there drinking, sipping on the hibiscus tea and watching and feeling her blood pressure go down. So you want to know what's going on here.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you very quickly. We know that cortisol levels go up and down with stress. And sometimes it's hard to get the stress out of our lives. But when you have stress, you tend to eat little sugary things, right? And high carb foods. And that raises your blood sugar level and all that kind of stuff. So what we are doing is serving you up hibiscus tea that lower your cortisol levels, lower your stress, and because when it's high, it causes type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And when the stress is there, your A1C rises. So how do we get it down? Let's get that stress down, get that blood pressure down, bring in some polyphenols, some antioxidants, and get rid of that oxidative stress so we don't have to age so fast. So here is the recipe, okay? It's the MoreMito Magic Hibiscus Tea. So we're taking a cup of the hibiscus
Write it down, guys, or type it in your notes.
And we're putting in them in some water that we just brought to a boil. We are not going to boil them. And so we're putting in the hot water. You could cover it for 10 minutes, okay? And now that you've boiled them and they've steeped here for 10 minutes, we're going to take about 4 inches of a ginger root and drop it in your blender with about 16 ounces of water and blend that ginger root. And now you got this ginger root extract juice, right? And you just put it, after you drain your flowers and get all that juice and tea separated from the flowers, okay? Now, I tell people you might soak those flowers later for another batch, but you've got your hibiscus liquid tea. You put in your organic raw ginger root, which you just blended. You're going to put in like about a 1/3 cup of sugar, or you could use stevia, okay? And so then we are we got our natural cane juice sugar or stevia. We've got our ginger root about 4 inches, and we've got the juice that came from the soaking of the hibiscus flower in a quart of the hot boiling water. You blend all that together, and now I would load it with about 3 or more cups of ice. You could load it up with ice, and then you could just start serving it. Now, what some people do is an optional, because it's already loaded into our Restore product, is put some Ceylon cinnamon there to really, actually, you want to see that A1C go down, you put in your teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder and get that blended up, let it sit for a little bit, and make sure that it's just sweetened to your taste. You didn't have to add so much. Remember, if you boil the tea, it makes it bitter, so don't boil it, okay? And this recipe is going to be in your back office when Roger posts a call, today's call, in the back office. This tea recipe will be there as well. Thank you.
Are y'all hearing this? See, you get so much information in your back office of that free customer website that you get.
No sugar or natural sweetener in it. And you can put optionally, in addition to the turmeric and Ceylon cinnamon and some pepper, black pepper, you could also put in, in my case, bone broth with collagen in it. And that mixture for me, I can do completely without any sugar. So if you're sugar concerned, right, you either want to use something natural or something not at all. Okay, sugar. But boy, oh boy, was it great. And it got results.
Wow.
Okay.
So we have the tea,
Right.
we got the magic oatmeal, and we have that healthy salad. All of that's in your back office. But if you don't have if you haven't gotten your free customer website, you don't have access to it, guys. Get your free customer website now.
Diana Dubois, Twin Falls, Idaho.
All right. Diana, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it sounds like hibiscus tea might help with this problem, but could Restore help with the disorder of the autonomic nervous system called
POTS? Asking about this one.
I have not done an interview with someone with that specific situation reporting, but because we've had so many great reports from every other kind of neurological situation, autism, ADHD, addictive behavior, all of that, I would urge the person to give it a try. There's something that happens with your cognition and everything once you start regrowing that mitochondria. So I'd be very interested to see that person try it.
Okay.
Again, she's going off of a condition, and we don't do conditions. We do
Great
mitochondria.
question.
We teach you how to build your mitochondria, and then your body already knows from the way God designed it how to fix itself from anything.
We don't know. He's called on the internet.
That's right. William, I've unmuted you. Let us know where you're at and ask your question.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys. I'm in San Francisco, California.
Okay.
And I want to congratulate you on what you do. I'm just overwhelmed. I've started the journey, or this journey, around February of this year. I'm overjoyed with your product. I'm getting it out there to everybody. But I do have one concern that I can't get it fast enough. What do I do? I want to call somebody to say, please send it. I'm running out. I'm trying to get to people, and I'm telling them about it, but it's just not coming through the mail fast enough. Is there anything we can do to speed up the process, or this is just?
Guys, remember, once it goes out to whichever carrier that's going to deliver it to you.
Well, William, give me a call after this call, and we'll see if you're having any
in their
special
hands.
difficulty. I'll take a look as well. But we're typically getting things out within a day or two of it coming in.
Mm-hmm.
We had a brief period, about 3 or 4 days, where we were struggling with some brain and body, but we're fully stocked. We're shipping like crazy. I know that Friday was what, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Almost 200 orders went out on Friday, so we're getting them out. So tell you what, I'll take a screenshot. Can't take a screenshot. So you call 593-3300. And William, I'll touch base with you as well. Listen, everybody, you need to understand exactly how great, and also poor, but how great our shipping systems are. If you're in Florida, you can order it by ground. It's almost an overnight. It'll get to Georgia as an overnight. It'll get to most of the areas around South Carolina, the states around South Carolina, as an overnight. New York, it's a 2-day delivery if you order UPS ground. We're not liking the post office too well. They're overwhelmed. As I say, the post office guarantees overnight delivery. They just don't tell me which night. So they're driving me crazy.
Yeah.
FedEx is a great way to go. FedEx 2-day delivery, again, is you're getting it in 2 days. I don't care where you are. And the cost is about $11 to get a 2-day delivery. So anyway, we're doing the best we can, and we're doing great.
So y'all hear,
and I will give you
y'all
a call,
are hearing
William.
how much
Back to you,
people
Roger.
love our technology, right? Our products. You know, MoreMito Renew Brain and Body Bundle. You heard him say, William asked, I can't get it quick enough, guys. It's been shipped out, but then we have to rely on the carriers, whether it be USPS, which is the postal service, FedEx, UPS, you know, so those are, you know, some of the providers that we're using to get the products to you. But once it's in their hands, it's really out of MoreMito's, I just went blank. It's in their hands because then it's their job to actually get it to your door, right? So, you know, sometimes people will put that on MoreMito, but that's, you know, that's what the postal service, UPS, FedEx, that's their job, is to get it to you guys. And, you know, we're trusting them once it goes out the door, okay? But
right here, yes, you bumped.
normally
Deborah
it gets to you pretty quick,
Harris
though.
out of Barbados. I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Thank you all very much. I have some good report in reference to the product. I remember last year I was in New York and my back was out of alignment. I took the product and I didn't even realize when I went back walking normal. That is one. But the recent one now that really is impressive on me. In April I lost my glasses and I went to the optician on the 27th. And when the optician checked my eyes, she was very concerned, especially for the right eye. The left eye was reading, the pressure in the left eye was 17. The pressure in the right eye was 28. So with that concern, she gave me, to refer me to the ophthalmologist. And they gave me an appointment for the 13th of last month, the 13th of May. During that time, I've heard reports of how it works for people. So let me try it by the time I get to the ophthalmologist. I started putting the drops in my eye on morning and at night, especially the right one. I put in both,
this one,
but I concentrate on the right one more. When I went to the ophthalmologist on the 13th of May, the pressure in the left eye had moved from 17 to 11. Pressure in the right eye had moved from 28 to 22. They gave me an appointment for yesterday, a 1-month appointment. And I continued because when I asked the range that would normally be, they tell me the range should be between 10 and 20. So since the left eye pressure had dropped to 11, I didn't force to put it so much in the left, but I continued putting it in the right. I had an appointment yesterday, and when I went back, it had changed. The pressure in the right eye changed from 22 to 13.
Yeah.
So they've given me my next appointment is in October. So the guy that helped me out, he was so impressive. They didn't charge me for yesterday's visit.
Did you hear that? They didn't even charge her for yesterday's visit.
I'm sure it will be helpful
because they were so impressed with her results.
Yes, it will burn. But you have to know the reason
This
and
is
the
one
purpose
she's
you're
using because
doing
she
it.
said it's going to burn.
It
So
will
she's
burn, but it
using the
won't burn all
Restore
the time.
Oil.
As you continue to put it in, you realize that the burn become less and less. And I did not use the Petlife. I used the original.
So she didn't use the Petlife
So
because it's
thank you
milder.
all
It doesn't
very
have
much.
all the ingredients
And
that
not
this one
only
does.
that, I have an enlarged gland, thyroid gland.
She went full strip
And
because she
I've
was
been rubbing
serious.
it on it, and I can see definitely is going away. Even
Yes.
person who I recognized the thyroid before, they're telling me and they're realizing that it is going down. So I'm thankful. Thanks to all of you.
All righty, we really appreciate you sharing that, Deborah. The way this works,
was
just so you understand
awesome.
the levels.
Deborah's had some
Take
great
Restore
results.
internally, you use Brain and Body internally, you use Rejuvenate with some Restore mixed in it. You can put that on your eyes and everything.
Y'all
And
saw me
we
earlier
learned
how I was rubbing
very
it
early
on my eyes. That's how you do it.
We had people reporting
But
the
I will
same
demonstrate
results
again
who
how
were
you do
not
it.
putting it in their eyes. Should you be shy about doing that? And she did
Taking
it
the Restore
in
with the oil mixed in
strongest way, which was Restore, right? Petlife is mild if you want to do that.
She
And you can
put the
also
Restore
just take
straight
it
in
and
her
put it on
eyes.
your eyelids. So don't shy away from it
Along
if
with
you're concerned about
rubbing it
using your
around her
eyes.
eyes, mixed in the
You can use
Rejuvenate
it
Gel
on
like
your
you see me doing.
eyelids. You can use it just by itself or whatever, but surely if you put it in your eye,
Put this in your
drops of
eye.
either Petlife, which is what I use, or Restore, you will get an even more powerful results. So thank you again for sharing that, Deborah. We really appreciate it.
So she did that.
All right, so
with putting
you're
the
looking at her name wrong, Dale, because I'm now
with it
looking
mixed.
at Deborah record and thinking that
That's why it's
I
orange
call her name wrong.
No,
around her eye.
She was
And then she
correct.
used
That
the
is-
Restore
that was
Oil
Deborah, but
in
we
her
do need
eye.
to speak with Deborah Record still.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Let me get some new ones first. Let me get we'll get Deborah. Stand by, Deborah. Dorothy in Atlanta.
Dorothy in Atlanta, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yes, thank you. I have made several requests for the magic oatmeal recipe, and I have yet to get it.
See your back
Okay,
office.
so let me handle that right now. Go in your back office.
Yeah, it's in your back office.
Under Share, MoreMito, Info. The second item in that drop down says Share, Audios, Videos, and Docs. Click on that. Choose People Health and put in the word magic in the general search. And not only will you get the magic oatmeal, you will also get the magic hibiscus tea. So it's there waiting on you, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
It is there. I just did it, guys.
While we're on that topic, while we're on the topic,
See, a lot of times people are not fully listening because that's been said on several of our calls that it's being put in the back,
Please go
the back
check it out.
office.
We've updated it.
That
We
was
have
months
taken
ago.
That sign down and it says it's in beta. It's live. You can use it right now. And if you want to know how to use it, you can go to the section that has calls, and you hear me talking about it in that call. It was a Zoom call we did earlier, right? We're going to do more calls and everything. This is operation. We've been using it this week with great effect. We've got like half a dozen or so new videos in there.
He's talking about the MoreMito app.
Right?
I love it.
This is the way we're going to roll.
And I know when I send the information to you all, well, I send you a video or an audio. I know whether you've watched it or listened to it because the app tracks it.
Right now, everybody should go check that out.
And it's free also, guys. So you get the free website, free customer website. You get the free MoreMito app.
Pete
Gotta
Davis,
love
I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hi, somebody was talking earlier about helping his hearing, and I didn't hear what he was doing.
Okay. If you take, because we're
And also to let y'all know that Lady Dorothy, that comment, she should have actually called customer service and asked that and not done that on this call. Just to let y'all know. Because this call is about the nutritional questions and testimonials.
I've just taken it internally. Take the Restore, take the Brain and Body internally. But you can enhance that process, if you like, by taking a few drops and dropping it right in your ear. From Okay, we had a lady that lost her hearing.
Take a couple of drops, drop it
years,
right in your ear.
37 years. And she took the drops of Restore, dropped in her ear, you know, on the opposite side. And she said she put cotton in there, but I think it probably absorbed anyway. And the next day, she was hearing out of that ear.
I hear that.
So that's the kind of magic that can happen with restoring mitochondria this way.
Yeah, well, I've been putting it in there with a cotton swab, trying that. But also, I've had a hearing problem all my life. But I was an aircraft mechanic in the service, working on jets, and they were loud. And I was also a timber faller, was working with chainsaws and worked around loud presses and all that kind of stuff. So I wear hearing aids. But I'm going to try.
If you wear hearing aids, you definitely want to get on the products.
By all means, try it, too, because
one, get your Renew Brain and Body bundle. Create your free customer website. Stephanie Alford invites you. Go to moremito.com/S-Alford, MoreMito.com/SALFORD.
And then when they put the hearing aids back in, they were hearing things that they couldn't even hear with the hearing aids before.
Is that not awesome?
This is a real thing. Give it a try.
This is a real thing.
I will. I've been putting it in my eyes too.
Click on your website. Go to your back office. Once you click on your website, it's going. You're going to click on log in. This is how you go in your back office. Click on log in. Put your username and your password for your website in. You're now in your back office. That green button that says "Buy Now." Click that green button. Scroll down. That first bundle, which is the Renew Brain and Body bundle, that's this bundle. You get the Restore All, the Renew Brain and Body capsules, and the Rejuvenate Gel. This is a 30-day supply. So if you have a condition that you want to take it 2, 3, 4 times a day, depending on how many times a day you want to take it, that's how many bundles you need to purchase for that month. Because this is a 30-day supply. Okay?
So the brain and body twice a day.
He's taking 4 of these
and,
a day. Or he said twice a day. So that's 8 a day.
Cream and stuff that I put on my eyes and under my eye.
So he's putting it around his eye like y'all just saw me do.
The burning to put it in my eye.
Okay. All right. So keep that up. See, I get the impression that you're taking more than you started out taking. I think that's a good idea. Just augment it, like you said.
The more you take, more results.
In your ear and keep that dosage up. I double and triple dose every day. Every day. Okay? I got a lot to keep up with. I don't have any life-threatening issues, but I just perform better with more. So don't hesitate. It's really safe. I call it a high-tech salad dressing. You can use more. You can use a lot more if you like. Okay?
Yeah, I can't seem to hold it in my mouth a long time like you talk about. I switch it around.
I switch it around in my mouth for a few minutes. It gets absorbed, squirted all between the teeth, let it settle between my teeth and the base of my tongue, wiggle the tongue back and forth, like that, it's gone.
Yeah.
Because when you put it under your tongue,
thank you for that.
and hold, it's it gets into your bloodstream.
Ollie Tapscott
through your veins.
In San Jose, California, Dale.
Ollie, I have unmuted you. Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Okay, I have a similar problem that somebody else has had. I have ordered some Mito products, and I look at it. It's been since June 5th, and there's no movement. It's still waiting out there. No order has been filled or anything.
You should be calling customer service for that, not on this call.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, Ollie, we'll give you a call. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Dale.
I got you right here. No, that's all right. I'll give you a call. We'll figure out what's happened, Ollie.
Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot before I get started so you can take a screenshot.
Yeah.
It's still there?
And you can create a ticket when you go in your back office. There's a place where you can create a ticket and put if there's an issue, and you can call customer service. That's the proper way to handle that request. that he's
Okay,
doing.
excellent.
All
Not
right,
on
who's
this
Okay,
next?
house.
Holly, thank you for that. All right, how about Najee Kendall,
Najee,
New York?
Najee, we've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, that's okay. Can we play jazz?
I forgot my phone is under my son's name. I'm actually Ingy. Nice to meet everybody. Nice to hear everyone. I just recently started the technology, but my question, I forgot to even question myself, is I don't have a gallbladder. So will my body use MoreMito optimally? Because my understanding is that I don't have enough naturally occurring bile to break fats down. Can you guide me on this?
We have people who have had a gallbladder removal who are successfully using it. Okay. But there's enzymes that they tell you about that you can take if you're concerned about your digesting oils in general. You can do that as well. The other thing you can do is you can take it. And I don't think you'll have a problem, but if you think you are, you can put it on your skin. Sonia Harris, who was with us,
Rub it right on your skin.
Her mother was there. Boy, was that wonderful to see her. She's had dementia. And Sonia was putting it on her skin, and it was getting results. So get it in, right? Get it in. That's the key thing. The best way you can. And like I said, don't hesitate to get those enzymes and whatnot that can help you with your absorption if you're concerned about that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
All righty. Great having you on. How about...
yes, just get it in. You can take the Restore Oil, rub it on your skin. If somebody's in a coma or whatever, I have, one of those tubes in their mouth.
I've unmuted you.
Take it and rub it on them. Rub it, massage their scalp with it. Put it on their temples, stuff. Put it, behind their neck and everything, so it can get to their brain and do what it needs to do to help them.
I got involved. A good friend of mine by the name of Jerry from New York introduced me to the MoreMito products approximately 2 months or so ago. And I've known him for many years, very good guy. And I just have a generic question. I have all three. When I ordered the product,
all three.
I got the package, the bundle. I think it's bundle 1. I have the Renew, brain and body. I have the Restore, the liquid, and I have the Rejuvenate cream. And I have been taking I have been using the products. I take maybe not as much as I should in terms of how often I'm doing it, but I'm taking the Renew brain and body once a day, and I'm using the Restore in my mouth. I'm using the liquid Restore. I put it in my mouth, and I try to follow what you recommend about switching it around in my mouth and under my tongue.
I just did that. I put some in my mouth, let the saliva get mixed in with it, and I switch it around and I swallow it.
Of why I'm asking the question. The question is, I want to know, just a generic question, is there a specific amount that should be used daily, or is it based on person to person or individual to individual? Is it a set amount that's recommended?
It's definitely an individual thing. You can think of that initial dose as a starting dose, okay? The 4 milliliters on the Restore, the 2 capsules for the brain and body, and I would split them up if I could, some early, some late, right? But you just heard me say I triple dose every day. So double or triple dosing, and someone has
at least 3 times a day.
Is how to recommend it. You got a lot of damage to repair. You'll accelerate that process if you take more. Okay. The other is time. Because it's again not what UltraMito is doing, it's what your body is doing with UltraMito, and that would be your body and not someone else's that you might have heard, had a really fast result compared to yours. But then compared to not having it all, then maybe that's not so bad. But anyway, I digress. You can take more, and a few people can get away with less. A few people can do that. Frank Provenzano, who was a power lifter back in the day, but he weighs about 105 pounds. he can take a fraction of a dropper. In fact, he would just put individual drops in it and feeling it, right? So get on it.
He's tiny. He's
Start
only
with
105.
standard dose that you starting dose you recommend.
So your weight does play a part, guys. I hope you're listening to this.
Everybody find its level in terms of how much more, if you need to take at all, might be. Okay?
Yeah, I have one follow-up question. I appreciate your response. I just have one follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also, my doctor told me I'm having some kidney issues on my left kidney. What would you recommend of the 3 products to use specifically for any kidney issues?
All of them.
I'm happy you asked me that question so I can get that question out of the way. The answer is all of them.
All of them.
I understand the why to the question, because every place else it seems like there's this thing for that condition and this other thing for this other condition.
But our company's different.
We're not that way.
This works together for everything, guys. Everything.
What we're trying
Every
to do
condition
is
you
regrow
name.
your mitochondria
Use all
and help
3.
your body address all those conditions.
Yes.
Which, by the way, it's already trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So we're amplifying what the body does more than trying to directly address individual concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does.
Okay.
So in other words,
because
use all the products is what you said. Use all of them.
Yes,
exactly.
that's
like we can't. If you look at the array of things needed to regrow mitochondria, you can't get it in one pill or one oil or one anything. They're scattered through nature. Some are oil soluble, some are water soluble, and then we have delivery concerns. Like if you got an issue with your eye or with your knee or with your foot, and you mix that Restore and that Rejuvenate, you can put it right where you have that issue, right? So now you get like a concentrated dose, and that Rejuvenate is designed to be transdermal and carry that nutrition right through your skin, right to where you need it, okay? So that's how that works.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
As
Thank
y'all
you
heard,
very much.
you get all 3 because they all are formulated to work together. That's why we have it in the bundle. The Renew Brain and Body Bundle, because it's all formulated to work together. You heard Mr. Roger Hill, the CEO of the company, just explain that when the person said, which one should I take? All 3.
North Carolina. Down there where Richard Petty.
All right, Dawn, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
His operation.
Hello. I have 2 testimonies. My brother has been on the technology for a month. And a week ago, he had a kidney doctor's appointment. He's not on dialysis yet, but he's trying to prevent it. So I talked him into trying the technology, and he's like, he's been using the Rejuvenate cream mixed with the Restore on his body for his muscles cramped, his legs cramped, his knees, everything hurt. He rubs
I hear
it on
that a
there,
lot
so
with
he's
people
feeling
that
fine
have
with
kidney
that.
issues.
And I reached out to him, and he was like, well, I can't take it. It's burning my throat. So I've been rubbing it, the Restore right on my kidneys. And I was like, you got to get it inside. I'm like, that's great. He was like, but I went to the doctor. I'm like, okay, well, what did your doctor say? And he was like, the doctor said, whatever you're doing,
keep doing it. Because this goes through your skin. Even though he's rubbing it on the outside, he's still getting it in because it absorbs through your skin.
And so did his good cells.
Awesome.
I asked him for that. What was your blood count? But he hasn't given me information.
Right.
That'd be interesting to know.
I'm like, I don't care what you mixed it in. I'm like, put it in some applesauce. I want you to get it inside.
Yeah, exactly. Get it in.
Yes.
Get it in. And then, so he's also in the brain and body. So he's loving the
brain
product.
And body. Renew brain and body.
And then for myself, last week, I'm like, my throat hurts, but I don't have any tonsils. I don't have any adenoids. I've been on the technology for 2 months. And I'm like, what's wrong with my throat? I must be getting sick. So no one else in my household got sick. I just had I'm thinking it's allergies maybe. It's a virus. I never got worse. It was just my throat. And at night it hurt really bad. So I'm rubbing the Rejuvenate cream mixed with the Restore on there. I'm taking more Restore, and it just seems like it let up during the day, but at night my throat was on fire again. Tuesday this week comes, and I'm like, oh no, it's happening again. I had a few days break. And I'm like starting to feel around my thyroid, my lymph nodes felt swollen. I felt a lump. I had my daughter feel my throat. I'm like, okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. And I remember I was like, your brother put it on his kidney. So I got the Restore out. I rubbed it on my neck twice that Tuesday night. She was like, just make a doctor's appointment. So I'm like, fine. I make sure, it's not thyroid. I made a doctor's appointment. Was able to get in Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. When I went in Wednesday morning, at 8 o'clock, that lump that I felt in my throat was gone. And she felt around, the doctor felt around my lymph nodes, and she was just like, she's like, I don't feel any nodules. She was just like, maybe the right one is just a little bit bigger than the left, which is like nothing
just
for
from rubbing the Restore
like,
on. These people are having results, guys. It is awesome. I love it. I rub the Restore all on my body as well. So.
On my throat.
Yes.
And see, if it does persist for a month. But my lymph nodes since Wednesday, they don't feel swollen. I haven't had that severe sore throat or anything, just from rubbing the Restore right on my throat.
Right. So let me respond. Here's all the ways you can do this. First of all, with respect to the people who say it burns their throat, that's a sign that it's a really powerful oil. Okay, that's a good sign. However, if you find that sign to be uncomfortable, do what I do, which is swish it around in your mouth so it gets diluted with the saliva. It doesn't burn my throat anymore. Okay, very rarely does it do that. If I'm in a hurry, it might, right? But you can address that just by gargling, mixing your saliva. Now, anything having to do with discomfort in your throat, like a sore throat, if I feel a little scratchiness, something like might be coming on my throat, I will gargle with it before I swallow it. I'll gargle with it, right? So you put the gargling with it inside, with going all around your throat. I mean, you can have parathyroid cancer or whatever it is. Use that same procedure, okay? You'll be glad you did. Okay?
Thank you.
Awesome testimonial.
All right. Okay, so we're going to get to
guys, I woke up and my ear is a little sore on the inside, California. So that's why you saw me take a Q-tip and I cut it.
There we go. We got you on mute.
And I put some on earlier, and I'm putting some more on now. The Rejuvenate Gel with the Restore all mixed in it.
Just as I'm talking to you,
and I will continue to do this until that pain is gone.
Yeah, let them call you back. Talk to us.
Okay. Listen, we're talking about an 88-year-old male who has glaucoma and also insomnia. Now, he's taking 3 different eye drops every day. Now, my question is centered around...
I used to use eye drops for my allergies.
Is
no
wine,
more. Thanks
beer,
to MoreMito.
And cannabis have an adverse effect on the MoreMito? Now, we're talking about a gentleman who has been chronically taking all kinds of things in order to sleep, first of all. And then these eye drops, there are 3 different kinds. I've only been able to look up one of the.
Okay, so let me expedite a little bit.
Okay.
None of that matters to us. Okay. Because our approach is going to be regrow mitochondria once again, and let your body fix you. And that's all you need to do is just take ours.
You just need to take these products. And with respect to the
alcohol, we must understand that the body views alcohol as a toxin. It is trying to get rid of it as fast as it can. If you take Mito, like what was it, last Monday night day or whenever I was away, the person came on and said they wanted to go on a cruise and they wanted to drink and they wanted to know how the Mito was going to affect that. Well, if Dr. Dan said, you take Mito, it will accelerate your body's ability to get rid of that alcohol so fast you'll lose that buzz. Okay? So you want to keep that buzz. Don't take the Mito because it's going to swat it down. Okay?
It's getting the bad
really
things
that
out,
kind of
right?
Effect on your liver, which is actually what
that alcohol is bad for your body.
You know,
So
you're better off
the
not
products was attacking it.
excessively engaging in alcohol, right? But if you use our stuff, it's going to help your body get rid of it as a toxin. Okay?
Okay, what about the cannabis smoking? Because when he wakes up, remember, this guy has insomnia, has been having it for years. The glaucoma.
Right.
He's also having the glaucoma for years.
We just had a young lady on here earlier with excessive eye pressure in her eye. Okay? Now, that's what we're talking about. And the pressure just goes down. Then we get that report all the time. One of my best friends, we were at the Pentagon together. He went blind with glaucoma from high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. Got his sight back. And his eye pressure, we charted him every week. Down. So yeah, you got that concern. You need to be on this already.
Yes.
You
need to be on the Renew Brain and Body Bundle.
But another thing that concerns me is
whatever your condition is, you need to get on the bundle.
Drops. The main
because we don't
drops,
do conditions, we do mitochondria.
And they're all generics.
And God already created your body where it can fix itself. So
generics,
it's all taken care of.
Have different ingredients. They're not copying.
But why are we talking? Okay, but pardon me for cutting you off just because we got a lot of folks. I don't think we need to discuss it though.
Okay. All right. Well,
he has to control the call. This is the CEO.
Possibly work. Yes. If he wants to also use the drops at the same time, we don't have an opinion on it. We're not going to contradict the doctor.
So,
see what I'm saying?
Some things you have to make the call. Like me, when the doctors had me on all this medication, I had to make the decision whether I wanted to stay on there, keep having these side effects, being depressed. Once I found out I was depressed from being on the products, the medications that they had me on for migraines. I've been dealing with migraines for many, many years. The doctors told me I would live the rest of my life in pain. I would never be able to take care of my family. Don't I look like I can take care of my family? I can do a great job of taking care of my family, okay? But when I was sent to a neurologist for my migraines, mind you, I had other things going on with my body as well. That's why they had me on so many medications, right? Notice I said had. I'm no longer on any of those medications. Well, when I went to neurologist told me that 2 of the medications they had me on for the migraines, mind you, I was on several, like 5 or 6. 2 of the medications they had me on, they were over-medicating me. This is the doctors. They have MD behind their name, right? Were over-medicating me, okay? And had been doing it for many, many years. The medicine was taking my migraine away, immediately giving it back, but it was causing me to be depressed because I was wondering why I couldn't multitask, why my body was functioning the way it was. Because of the medication, guys. You see all that medication? The medication. So this medication was causing my body to have side effects, okay? And not to be able to function good, right? It was not controlling my migraines. I lived many, many years in a lot of pain. I learned to tolerate a lot of pain, guys. A lot of pain. When it would get to the point where I couldn't tolerate it, I would go to the hospital. They would give me a shot, and that shot would just bring it back down to where I could tolerate it. It didn't take the pain away. All the medications they had me on did not take that pain away, guys. I prayed to God that day. I was in the neurologist's office, and I asked God to send me something. This was in December 2015. That's when I found out about the products. December 31st, I found out about these products, guys, and it has taken me off of all medication. I don't go to the cardiologist anymore, the oncologist, the neurologist, all of that. I built my mitochondria up. I learned about mitochondria, and I built it up. You need to do the same.
Get it checked out, and it had completely healed. And he got so excited. He was like, "What in the world are you eating?" He said, "Are you still taking that stuff?" Because I told him about it a couple months ago. And he said in 31 years, he's never seen a wound healed that fast off of a graft. And then I had an enlarged prostate. I started taking the Rejuvenate and the Restore mix and rubbing it in that area. Then about a month later, I went to the urologist, and they did blood tests and everything. and he told me that my numbers were way under what's allotted. I can't remember the exact numbers at this point, but it was way under. He said they were beautiful, and actually, I got to go on I started intermittent fasting, and I changed my diet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing. I started intermittent fasting, changed my diet, and my A1C actually went up to 6.6. It was 5.7. So I gotta watch those
A1C
carbs.
went from 5.7
I just wanted
to 6.
Just say thank you and encourage everyone to just stay the course, and your body will do what it's supposed to do.
Yes,
so
stay the course, meaning stay on it. Get on it and stay on it. Because your body is steady building your mitochondria. Even if you can't notice a difference at the beginning,
go ahead.
No, it's working. Some people don't notice the difference.
On the line too, she's at Presbyterian Hospital. She's been there for 2 weeks. She had congestive heart failure, kidney failure, and she started going blind. Last Tuesday, I went and took a bundle to her, and now she's triple dosing. And she said, Gracie, I can see your glasses on top of your head.
This is the bundle.
So now she is seeing through out of the eye. Her blood pressure is all the way
going
down.
blind.
I think she said, what did she say, Mike? I think she said it was like
143 over 76.
Yeah, and so she's doing really, really well, and she's very excited. So she wanted to share that testimony, but her phone died, so she fell off the line. So I just wanted to just share that.
Awesome testimonial.
So thank you guys for all
awesome
that you do.
testimonial.
All right, thank you, Grace. So I was just going to share this fundamental fact, okay? We're eating too much. We're eating too often. We're eating too long. Right? You never clear that blood sugar. If you're going to eat before the 12 hours is up, you never even gave yourself a chance to get back to zero. Okay? This is going to cause you ongoing damage. Please, please, please consider intermittent fasting. It's not hard. Okay? Stop eating late at night. Try to eat early in the day as you can. It'll do a lot for you.
Hope y'all are listening.
Let's close that one up there.
You get a lot of information that you don't know about by getting on these calls. Every Monday, 7:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every Saturday, 10:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. Invited by Stephanie Alford, 608-906-0003, or live on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like and share these episodes.
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Good evening. Go right ahead.
I have a problem. I have tinnitus, however you want to pronounce that. And, of course, it interferes with my nightly sleeping, among other things.
Sure.
I would like to know the best procedure to do. I'm taking your product, but I may not be taking it right for this particular problem. I would like to know what you would recommend for this.
Okay, it's more of a brain issue than an ear issue. But
tinnitus is what he's talking about.
At this point?
Roughly about 5 months, perhaps 4 to 5 months.
Okay, how much have you been taking? How much are you taking now? More importantly, how much are you taking now?
Well, I'm not. Right now it's a little irregular. I don't have any pills. I have the cream and I have the liquid.
Well, that's one of the problems because he's not taking everything.
Twice a day at least.
He's only taking this and he's taking it twice a day.
So
you need all three.
You need to take it more regularly. You can take the mixture of the cream and the oil, put it on your ear. You can put drops in your ear. Okay?
Drops in your ear.
But you
put
take
drops in the ear
and rub it on your ear regular.
Yes, you can. You can take the
I'm talking about tinnitus
in your ear. As often as you like. As often as you like. Okay, it's so
meaning
safe.
the more the berry.
Salad dressing. Okay.
More the better, sorry.
So put those drops in your ear.
Both ears.
It's like
y'all seen me take the Q-tip.
Right?
Put some of the mixture of the Restore Oil that is in my Rejuvenate Gel, and y'all have seen me do it at least twice already, just since I've been on the call, because I woke up and my ears a little sore. And I need that soreness to go away. So whatever's going on in my ear needs to be gone.
Are you saying just take that drop? That's the only one of the products for this particular problem?
All of them are for that particular problem.
He wasn't listening earlier, Giz, or maybe he wasn't on.
So again,
you use all three for everything.
All the stuff we
it's
need,
not
mitochondria.
Take one for one thing, want something else for something. No, we're building up mitochondria. Y'all are thinking of conditions. You take all three, okay? You use all three.
But we can't. So we got the oil solubles in the oil restore. We got the water solubles in the capsules, Renew Brain and Body. And then you got that rejuvenate, so you can mix that oil in it and put it right in your ear, right where you got the specific issue. Okay?
Like y'all saw me doing.
That's the way that is. You need a concentration of it, and you're gonna put it in there. In the case of the oil, just put that oil right in your ear. Take that dropper. And put that dropper right, and turn your head to the side, put it right in there.
Turn your head to the side and drop it in there.
Some people put cotton ball on there, but I think if you wait long enough, it'll absorb.
It'll absorb,
okay? Do that. Put some drops in there.
So order your Renew Brain and Body now, guys.
Well, your brain's waiting.
You can go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Then click join. Click referring customer. Complete it. Click register. Your website is now up. Click on the website for your. Click on your website. Then put in your username, your password. You're now in your back office. Click that green button that says buy now. Then scroll down to the first bundle, which should be the Renew Brain and Body bundle, which is this. 1 bottle of Restore Oil, the Renew Brain and Body capsules, the Rejuvenate Gel. And order it, guys. Order it. If you need assistance, you can text me. If you want the link to create your website, text me link to 817-320-2571. I will happily send you the link, okay? If you need to know how to order, let me know you need assistance with ordering, and I have no problem with assisting you in doing that, okay? Stephanie Alford is here for you guys because I want you to build your mitochondria up.
Going on, because we didn't know that's what the problem was. But the bleeding stopped before they could go in and see what was going on. And it had already started repairing itself. So that was amazing. So they wasn't understanding how was this lady losing all this blood. They put in ICU. She stayed in there 3 hours because her blood count was the same as it was when we went in, and they didn't have to give her anything. And also the tear in the intestine had repaired itself. So she had been doing really great. We changed her diet, doing really good. So this week, on Thursday, she had another episode of it, but it was very light. It was on the light end. So we took her in. They went in to see what was going on, found out that, one, the medicine that she's been taking for 20 years has weakened her intestines and her stomach lining.
Medication she was taking, look at all that medication, for 20 years had weakened her intestines.
By the time they went in, it had already healed itself. So they just put some, what they explained to me, like some little staples in that area just to kind of reinforce it, so that she would never wouldn't have any more bleeding. But she's in the hospital now, but she's doing amazing. She has been very coherent. She never had any pain. The doctors are amazed that she doesn't have pain. And
she's using the products. She's building the mitochondria up
so quickly. So they told me, I don't know what you're doing for her, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it. The doctor told me she is very well maintained for her age. He can tell she's been taking care of her skin, looks really good. Even incisions that she had from other surgeries, they're looking very well. She's been on the product since January. And she's been on the product. She's been taking off now 4 medications since she's been on MoreMito. She was on 3 medications for congestive heart failure. And the doctor took her off those. I believe that was like in April, like late April. And then now she's been taking off the medicine she was on for mini stroke, which was a blood thinner, which has really, I could say, devoured her stomach lining. So the doctor is taking her off that. But she's doing extremely well.
Doctor has taken her off of 4 medications. 4 medications since she's been on this product.
but she's doing very well. And I just want to thank you all for what you're doing. You know, you just got to be consistent and keep doing it. One by one, she's getting off these medicines, and we're using the technology like we're instructed to do. I've changed her diet, so she's doing well with that, and her mobility is getting better. Also, she hasn't had any vertigo or mini stroke, and that's why she was on this particular medicine for that, but it was causing the lining of her stomach to be devoured. But she's doing very great. So thank you again, everyone on the call. Just be consistent, change your diet, get your rest, stress-free, drink lots of water. The product will work for you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it will work for you. But it's not going to work if you don't get it. You have to get it and take it regularly for it to work. Okay, guys? And then if you want even more results, take it even more.
One more. We're going to have a short day today. Please come back on Monday. But let's get Melvin.
Remember, he's out of town. He's traveling, so he's got these other events that he's got to go speak
All right,
at.
Melvin, I have unmuted you. Go ahead, bud.
All right, go ahead, Melvin.
Yeah, can you hear me cleared up?
Quite well.
Can you hear me cleared up, Roger?
Quite well, yes.
Oh, good. Thank you so much for everyone that spoke. Thank you so much. One quick question and a comment, Roger. Detoxification, I know it's in the back office, but would you just briefly speak about that? Because I know sometimes when I talk to my team members or customers, what have you, they slow down taking it or stop taking it because they feel, sense, or smell something, what have you, and it's detoxification, but they don't know it.
Yeah.
And then one comment is on the comp plan. Phenomenal. The compensation plan, to me, Roger, is like a ATM machine. It's amazing. I love it. And then the one
I looked in my back office just since I've been on this call and saw several orders.
With Eric
Hey, love it.
And we got to talking, and you made a statement that went something like, just get on the phone and contact 100 people. And it makes so much sense because it made me think about what you also said on your PDF comp plan when you have that sublink and you explain that, the different pages, and you mentioned 1, 3, 5, 10, do it again.
Yes.
Well, you call 100
Roger's
people,
motto, do
and even if
one
just
person,
10 people
3,
said
5,
yes,
10, hey,
you
let's
just
do it
tell your
again.
team members to do the same thing. And I'm looking and I'm breaking it down, and most people that speak with me about the comp plan, they know I love numbers. And Roger, I'm looking and playing with these numbers. I mean, we can just earn just 10 cents off of just 10 people, but because of people using the product and telling other people, oh my gosh, we can do this full time. I'm just loving it. So if you would, Roger, just briefly talk about detoxification. Thank you for everything. Back to you.
Okay.
He gets how to handle it. He did great. Great job, Melvin.
You. It is limited by the amount of mitochondrial energy that you have. We're increasing that. Okay, and we're also providing you in the formulation.
We're increasing it with the products.
The thing that naturally assist you in allowing your body to eliminate toxins. Right? You have issues with your things getting in and out of your cell. We're fixing that from the inside out by restoring the mitochondria. And the mitochondria itself, right, they have to be detoxed too. But you have what they call like zombie cells and things. Those cells are hanging around that should have been recycled because of failing mitochondria. Well, guess what happens when we upregulate your mitochondria, right? The stronger ones get stronger, the weak ones get eliminated, cells work better, you work better. Okay? So we're making you healthier from the cells up, beginning with the mitochondria that are inside all those cells. And so again, just amplify what the body does better because it all takes energy, and we're improving your energy mechanism. So therefore, all of those things do as well. What was the other thing?
Comp plan. He just explained detoxification. Comp plan.
Yeah, can you hear me, Robert? Still here. Yep.
Yeah. What was the other part of your question, Melvin?
Can you hear me now, Roger?
Yeah, well, yes. What was the other part of your question besides the detox?
Yeah, and it's basically because people they think it's something else, and they're not taking the product. They stop taking it, don't take it enough, so they think the detoxification is something else.
Yeah, don't be intimidated by detoxing. That's a good thing. Right, that's a good thing. That's a sign that your body is working, and it's working even better.
That's the sign that these products are in there working to build your mitochondria.
That's a
because you're going through a
thing.
detox. You're getting that stuff out that doesn't need to be in there. That's why it's detoxing.
If you're uncomfortable through that process, simply take less of it, until you can be comfortable with that. And then once that passes, then feel free to turn it up. Let's go.
That's right. Hey,
let's
do
whatever
it.
that
Get
is,
yours now.
It's between you and being healthier. So let's get it out of there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's it for today. I've got
a screenshot for it.
Okay. We got to get going. We're going to be at that venue I talked to you about before here in Atlanta. Yeah, is that where we are? Yeah, that's where we are.
He's been traveling so much you don't really realize where he is.
At the,
he has a lot on him, guys.
Piccadilly at North Lake, 2000 Crescent Center Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
They'll dutifully put that up in your back office. You can find it. You'll also find the venue we'll be at on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Sunday morning we'll be down there. And shout out to Reverend Eddie Long Jr. for allowing our group Sandra Morrow, Dr. Joy, to use this facility on Wednesday. We were in there at 4 o'clock. This place was packed out there at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I had to go in there sideways. Okay? Amazing. And so many people could have
Okay, Texas, we're gonna bring him back to Texas, and we got, we do things big in Texas, so we gotta do it bigger here in Texas, right? And if you're in other states, you're welcome to come. So people in Louisiana, you can come on.
So please come back, bring others. There, you get the last word.
All right, everybody, listen. We've got a screenshot. I'll call Esmeralda, Mava, Edward Mann, and Charlene McNeely, so that you're not waiting until Monday. But listen, everybody, what an incredible call, what incredible testimonials. As far as detoxing, listen to what the explanation of Bevan does with olive oil is clean up and detoxify your cells. The cellular cleanse you're experiencing, the detoxification, is on a cellular level. It's not your intestines. It's your cells. You're carrying several pounds of waste in your cells that is eliminated to allow the room for mitochondria to grow. So, yeah, there's a detox, and you want it to happen. And wonderful things
and not
happen.
Everybody detox, guys. It depends
so
on your body.
So that's it. Keep doing what you're doing. We're shipping like crazy. You're spreading the word. That's what happens. You're changing lives.
Yes, we are.
And we're blessed that you're part of
MoreMito. We want to change yours.
I look forward to seeing you all again on Monday night. Those of you lucky enough to be with Roger, make sure you're there Saturday and Sunday to see him.
Okay, guys, was that not an awesome call? I love getting on these calls. You know why? Because I get that health knowledge, right? That health knowledge didn't cost me anything to get in on this call, right? But some people are probably, off watching movies, out shopping and doing other things, not concerned about their health. This is where you need to be. I can be out shopping, guys, and still be on a call, okay? That's how serious I am about my health. I make sure I get on these calls. There are some times that I do have to get out and do some things, and I may miss one, but I'm still listening, okay, guys? Just like when I went to Tennessee. Okay, but I could still listen to the call, even though I couldn't go live because I was live at another event, right? Thank God for Bluetooth, etc. So you can still be listening, guys. It's important because this is health knowledge. This is health knowledge that everybody needs, okay? Because what we're talking about mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells, right? If you lost all your mitochondria, you know what you would do? You would literally drop dead. That's how serious it is. So if you really care about yourself, build that mitochondria up, okay? And we're doing it at the cellular level, okay? Building that mitochondria up, okay? This is where all your cells get that energy from, your mitochondria. So you want to get your brain and body bundle, okay? It's that serious. So if you have not created your free customer website, if somebody else referred you, get back with the person that referred you. Just like we're sharing with you about these events that Mr. Hill, Mr. Roger Hill is at, and I invited you to go, and I gave my name for a reason, because I'm inviting you. So it's only fair that you use my website, create your free customer website, because you heard it from me, and then order your products, right? So again, my name is Stephanie Alford, and Stephanie Alford invites you to go and create your free customer website. So you can go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Click join, click referring customer, then then fill out that information, click register, and your website's up just like that. So we invite you to go and create your free customer website. Now, how do you get in your back office so you can order your products? Your brain and body bundle, number one, you will go to your website. So like I would go to moremito.com/S Alford, right? And then I will click log in, because I need to log in my back office. So if you're on the computer, log in, so it'll be to your top right hand side. If you're on a phone, you're gonna click menu, then log in. Then it's gonna ask for your username and password. Well, it's that same username and password that you created when you created your free customer website. So you put your username and password in. You are now in your back office. Well, when you're in your back office, then you'll see a green button that says buy now. Well, you click on that button, and then you can just scroll down to the first bundle, which is the Renew Brain and Body bundle. What do you get in that bundle? You get this is a 30-day supply. So if you know that you want to take it more than once a day, then you need to order more than one bundle. So if you want to take it 2 times a day, order 2 bundles. 3 times a day, 3 bundles. 10 times a day, 10 bundles. We do have people that take it like that. I've had to take it like that for a situation at one time, okay? So the more you take, the more response you get, right? And understand, everybody's body is different. So what it does for my body, it may do something different with your body as to how quick it responds, okay? But just know, regardless of whatever is going on in your body, when you take it, it is in there building your mitochondria up. Some people may not see a response right off, okay? But no, it's in there building your mitochondria up. Just keep taking it. You will eventually notice a response, okay? You will definitely notice a response eventually. Everybody wants to call me, and I thought I turned my phones off, but everybody wants to call me while I'm live. And so now that's my daughter, guys. I apologize. But keep taking it, okay? So you want to order your Renew Brain and Body bundle. You know somebody has major issues. Now, this is something, like I said, everybody should be on, because every human has mitochondria. Every pet has mitochondria. So this is what the humans use, right? And then for your pets use the Petlife and Straight Rejuvenate Gel. Okay? What's the difference? Why am I saying Straight Rejuvenate Gel? Because y'all have heard us talking about mixing the Restore Oil into the Rejuvenate Gel, right? So when you mix the Restore Oil in the Rejuvenate Gel, well, first, the Rejuvenate Gel looks like this, okay? When you mix it, it looks like this. It's kind of the orange color, because that's the color of the Restore Oil. Well, the Restore Oil has citrus in it. Pets can't have citrus. So you don't want to put this on a pet. You put Straight Rejuvenate Gel. You see it's white? Straight Rejuvenate Gel. So, now you can miss the Petlife in there because it has the citrus taken out. So the Petlife just has a Petlife label. All it is the Restore Oil minus the citrus in there, what pets can't have, and a Petlife label is on there. That's why you hear people putting it in their eyes and stuff, because it's Restore Oil minus those ingredients. So it's still Restore Oil, okay? But we put a Petlife label on it, so you know that pets can use this, okay? So for the pets, you use the Petlife and the Rejuvenate Gel. Straight Rejuvenate Gel. The white Rejuvenate Gel, okay? So now I've shared what you use for your humans, what you use for the pets, okay? And remember, you're going to go to moremito.com/S Alfred and create your free customer website by clicking join, then referring customer, and completing it. Once you have done that, then you want to go to your app store or your Play Store and download the MoreMito app. Why do you want the MoreMito app? Because it has testimonials on there. It tracks everything. All you have to do is send it to people. You want to get these products for free? Download that MoreMito app. and send that information out to people. And you'll know whether they either listen to it or watch it because the app tracks everything. So again, if I've sent something to you and you did not watch it or listen to it, I know because it is tracked. All I have to do is go in my back office, or I can go on my phone and I can see who's watching it and who hasn't because it tells me that. Or you can go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube. Again, we moved it to YouTube because of COVID, right? And so it was easy to move it to YouTube so I couldn't catch COVID that way, right? Doing it off of YouTube. But there is a playlist on there. On that playlist, you'll see trainings. So you want to get your products, you can go through those trainings. It gives you a lot of information on how to get started real quick, right? But it also has all these different conditions. Y'all still want to do conditions, right? Because you're accustomed to that, right? Well, guess what? Again, we don't do conditions. We do mitochondria. But because you do conditions, there's a list on there of different conditions. And when you click on those conditions, say somebody with cancer, well, you go to the cancer playlist, right? You'll hear different people that has had cancer. By the way, you've had cancer as well. We have cancer every day. It's just our mitochondria is strong enough to fight it off, right? And that's why you don't go to the doctor and get those diagnoses. But some people, their mitochondria is too low and their body can't fight it off. And so that's when they go to the doctor and they get that diagnosis of cancer, right? But if you go to the playlist and you click on cancer, then you'll hear different people that have had that diagnosis, right? And then once they've gotten on the product, how the product did for them, okay? You'll hear tons of testimonials. Okay, I can't give you that testimony because I haven't had that diagnosis, right? But if you go on there, but migraines, being anemic, allergies, heart issues, oh, I've had all those, okay? I had several things going on. Again, you see all those medications up there? I was on that and more. Doctors had me on 18 to 20 different medications, okay? It was changing me. It had changed my way of living, guys. When I got on these products, this is what gave me my good way of living back, right? It built my mitochondria up. It helped my health, guys. So I'm not just telling you this, because it hasn't done that for me. This was life-changing for me. My health had done a 360, okay? This is what helped me to get my mitochondria built back up, and then my body started functioning back the way that God designed it to. Remember, God designed our bodies to fix itself. So listen to people saying there's no cure for this, and there's no cure for that. That's not true. God designed our bodies, that means your body as well, okay, to fix itself. But you got to get educated on what to do to fix it, right? So build your mitochondria up. When you build your mitochondria up, then your body already knows how to fix itself. Again, God designed our bodies to fix itself. So build that mitochondria up, and then your body can fix itself from anything. This is how you build your mitochondria up. You go get your Renew Brain and Body bundle and build your body, your mitochondria up. For the pets, you go get the Petlife and the Rejuvenate Gel to build the pet's mitochondria up. And you can see how they respond. There's a playlist on pets under the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Y'all, and when y'all go there, make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you share with other people, right? Because everybody needs to know about this. If you're wondering, oh, well, somebody needs a present, right? And what should I get them? Go get them a bundle. Give them the gift of good health, okay? And then share some of the episodes so that they'll know how to use it, okay? This is one of the greatest gifts that you can give to a person, right? It's a gift of good health. So again, we hope that you have enjoyed everything that you've learned on today's call. Again, we were talking about the consequences of blood sugar, okay? Understand you ate your way into that. I mean, this is how I've learned so much about it. I've never experienced it. Did it run in my family? Yes. But I've learned so much, guys. And my heart goes out to you all because so many of y'all have some of these conditions, right? But God has already created something, okay, for you to fix that mitochondria, this Renew Brain and Body bundle, okay? So go get yours today. Again, you can go to MoreMito.com/S Alford. That's MoreMito.com/SALFORD. And then click join. Then click referring customer. Complete it. Click register. Your free customer website is up just like that. Then you have to go to your website. So I would go to MoreMito.com/S Alford. Then I would click log in. Then I will put my username and my password. I am now in my back office. I can click the green button that says buy now. Then scroll down to the Renew Brain and Body bundle, which is the first one on there. And I can order this bundle, guys. It's real simple. Very simple. Oh, guys, and I always forget to talk about this. This is very important because some of y'all may say, oh, I don't have the money. Even though we've shared with y'all how you can get your products for free. So again, I'm going to share it again. By sharing this with other people. What I mean by sharing is sending your website to other people, and they can create their free customer website. And when they order, see, so you may not have the money, but Kiana may have the money, or Kishana may have the money to order, right? So you send it to Kiana, she places her order. You send it to Keon, he places his order. You send it to Kishana, she places her order. You send it to Jennifer, she places her order. You send it to Tira, she places her order. That's 5 people. And let's just throw somebody else in there. Say you send it to Ray, he places his order. That's 6 people, right? Well, 6 people going and ordering their Renew Brain and Body bundle, that's enough for you, as long as you're a referring customer. So make sure you sign up as a referring customer and not just a regular customer. That's enough MoreMito bucks that the company will give you from all 6 of them ordering. You'll have enough in your back office to go and do what? Order your Renew Brain and Body bundle for free, guys. Did you hear that? For free. So that means nothing came out your pocket. So when you hear Mr. Hill, the CEO of the company, saying you do not have to order anything, you don't have to, even Dale, or you know, we'll give you a free customer website, and you don't have to place an order, you don't, but you can still earn, right? Well, I just explained to you how you can earn your products for free, okay? And you didn't spend anything out of your pocket. I personally know people that have done that, okay? Because they didn't have the money. It works, you guys. I just gave an example of 6 people. They go place their order and order the Renew Brain and Body bundle. That's enough in your back office to order your Renew Brain and Body bundle after they do that, right? So it's real simple, guys. Real simple. Then, so it was something else I wanted to share. I shared with you how to create your order, well, how to create your free customer website, how to create your order, where to go to get your MoreMito app, how to get your products for free. If you choose to, and you don't have to do this, because trust me, I'm satisfied with just having people being a customer and getting their mitochondria strong. So love all of you all that are doing that. However, some of you not only want to get your products for free, which I explained to you how to get your products for free, but you want to be able to earn as much income as you desire to. You want to give yourself a raise when you desire to give a raise, right? So y'all heard me say, I looked at my back office when they'll say, oh, you go in your back office and, people order, right? I just went and clicked in my back office. I had multiple people that had ordered today. Yes, love that, right? Why? I'm doing what? I'm on here sharing this information with other people. People are still ordering, right? Because people want to get their mitochondria up, and you should want to get your mitochondria built up as well. But so to be able to pull that actual cash out, then it's simple. You do this, and it doesn't cost you anything either. You see how we're sharing all these free things that you can do to be successful? You just go in your back office. Remember, I showed you how to go in your back office. You go to your website, click log in, put your username, your username and your password, and you're now in your back office. Well, then you can go to your information and then scroll down, and you can see where you're referring customer, right? Well, you just change that to paid representative. Once you change it to paid representative, then you need to complete your W-9, okay? You have to complete your W-9. After you complete your W-9, you're now paid representative. So anything that comes in after you completed your W-9, you change your status to paid representative and complete your W-9. I hope you're following those steps. Then you can now, anything that comes in after that. So when I switch that, if those 6 people order, then now I can pull that cash out if I want to, right? So I have the option where I can use it to order products, or I can pull cash out, right? Anything after that, anything that was before that, then that is still the MoreMito butts, because you had not switched and performed what was necessary to be a paid representative. So from that point on, then you can pull cash out. And hey, you choose when you want to pull that cash out. If you got $5,000 in there and you want to pull 1,000 out, you can do that. You control that. You go in there and you request what you want to pull out. You can have it come to your bank account. You can have it come to your you can have it come to your Venmo. You can have it come to your PayPal. You can have it I think those are the different ways. Mine comes to my bank account, so I don't remember all the other ways. But guys, it's real simple. But this is what I wanted to also share with you. Now it came back to me. When you're trying to order your products, and another way, I showed you how to get it for free, right? But say, for instance, you don't want to do it that way either, right? but you still want to get those products, and you want to get those products now, which everybody should want to get their products now. Because if you really love yourself, you want to build your mitochondria up, because you want to see how your body can repair itself, by building your mitochondria up, right? Well, you can, when you go in there to place your order, there's an option where you can buy now, pay later, right? So we do have those options. And when you go in there to buy now, pay later, we have Klarna and, several others where you buy now and you pay later. I think there's 4 back there where you can buy now and pay later. There's also where you can do PayPal credit. That option is back there as well. And of course, it's back there where you can, use your credit card, right? You can use your credit card to purchase, or if you've earned MoreMito bucks, you can just click on for it to take from your MoreMito bucks and get it for free. I love that option. But anyway, I hope this has been very helpful for you guys. And I hope that you go ahead and create your free customer website and go on there and order your Renew Brain and Body bundle and get your mitochondria built up. And I look forward to hearing your testimonials of what the product has done for your body, because that's how we get to share with other people. Because remember, I don't have everything. I have not had every different condition that there is, but other people have had some of these conditions, and it helps when we share the information, because then other people hear what it can do for their body as well. Because some people don't want to just listen and go by that. They want to hear what it's done for other people, right? And so sharing the testimonies is a way that we're able to share that. So again, I hope that y'all have enjoyed listening to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, or you may have seen this on Success on Stephanie or on Facebook Live, because I did go live on all 3 today. So, but if you want to go back and listen to it again, go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. Make sure you subscribe and like, right? And go on the playlist and go under conference calls. Y'all have a blessed one, and go out and build your mitochondria up. And I challenge everybody that hears this to share this with some people so that they can get their mitochondria built up. Y'all have a blessed one.